Audio 1 and 2 are live and
I
working,
thought we weren't live for that.
and there's our beautiful faces. Hey guys, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. What
It's
up,
Holy
Tuesday?
shit.
Tuesday. Uh, so geez, we're back with chapter 18 of is Veiled Chronicles, um, Echoes of the Shattered Talisman. Um, Last session began with the group continuing their investigation of the hives at the Honeybrook Apiary. Um, uh, Cyrus discovered this shard out of like a break in the clouds, just shined right, and he went to pick it up. And a haunting presence overwhelmed him, forcing him to pull back. Figrin tried next, only to be met with a similar effect. Then Killian struck the shard with his hammer, sending it skidding across the ground, but leaving it intact. And you were the first one to realize, like, the difference, like it's just like a vision or daydream or something. Then Otto stepped forward, determined to handle the shard. But the moment he touched it, a wave of dark energy thrust him into a nightmarish vision, leaving him physically and mentally exhausted. But your keen mind, right? You have keen mind. Uh, but your keen mind, in that moment, like you you remembered seeing a box in Mayor Arlen's residence. And, that's the only real way to contain an energy. Without hesitation, Celeste, followed by Cyrus, but at a very much slower pace, ran back, knocked on the door, got the box, and you guys moved it back and you got the shard into the box. You then told April to, leave. Or you did this before, right? Was the April you told her to leave before you investigated the hives? Did I flop that, or was it when you
I
came
know
back?
you're right.
Oh
We
no,
we
Yeah, I
went
think
we
back
you're
to
told
right.
her.
her afterwards because she was like
Oh,
out
that's
cold
yeah,
after we
yeah.
messed with the gym.
Um, and she headed to the inn, and then later you guys found out Edgar's wife and another guy on the staff took them to Halstead. When you got back, you were, kind of hoping, like, this is a win. It is a win. And you were hoping to get, like, a little bit into the spirit with Nix's performance that was supposed to be had on the stage that night. But Edgar was a little distraught. There were not many people in the inn, and you guys ate some food and he closed the shop down. You had a conversation with him, um, where I don't remember exactly, but I know that I wanted him to, like, kind of let you know in that conversation that attendance has been going down recently, and you guys are kind of getting the bigger picture of, really what's affecting this small village. Um, After that, you guys went to your rooms, and um, you had some conversation. I'm pretty sure it was you guys were going to Silent Pines in the morning after everybody gets some rest, and some of you guys made it through, fully rested. Well, I believe Otto and I think there was one other person. Maybe it was Otto and Nick's retained their exhaustion leading in.
Yeah, probably Nick's.
Yeah.
Just out of
Oh
just
well,
sheer
we didn't
headaches.
actually. We didn't get to Cyrus yet because Cyrus was absent last session. So we're gonna begin with Cyrus. Cyrus,
Okay.
as you fall asleep, you know, and it's the vision resonated with you. Like it's like when you remember something of your past where you didn't succeed after you've forgotten about it for a long time, and you're like,
Mhm.
oh, and it just kind of crushes you in that way. So it takes you a minute to find your place, and when you do, you're like pulled in deep and like a complete black, and then like the green lights just emanating, and you look and you're in this like ruined house sitting at this long feast table. The roof is decayed, and you can't tell if it's, you know, like what time of day it is outside of the sun is beating the leaves, and it's just casting this like green light across everything. You see a feast of rotting food and like spoiled wine in front of you. Around the table sit shadowy, faceless figures. Their bodies are bloated and distorted as if twisted by dark magic. They silently raise their goblets and look over to you, urging you to toast to this. What do you do?
I'll raise my glass.
You
Do
start,
these people look familiar to me, right? Like I know, I guess like dream state, like I don't know, but like in this dream I know them.
yeah, they actually look familiar to the people that were attacking you in the vision that you had in the apiary when you were knocked off of that bridge.
Well,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. Um yeah, I'll raise my glass.
And they'll nod at you, and they start like this just creepy haunting whisper starts emanating around the room. It's like you could see all of them are like in unison at different like pitches of a whisper, and they go to grab and put back the goblet, and it's like crawling out with bugs and insects, and the figures turn to you, and their mouths stretching into this grotesque like tooth-filled smiles, murmuring only the unworthy accept. Or wait, no. Hold
It's okay, I missed that first part
on.
anyways.
Only. So the whisper, and they look at
Mhm.
you as you're like the only one that hasn't drank out of the goblet yet. The worthy must accept.
I want to take a look inside the goblet. Does it look like a liquid or?
It's not a liquid anymore. There's like maggots and flies and just death, like just haunting kind of style.
I'm gonna throw the goblet to the ground. And I'd like to unfurl my wings and fly straight up.
Yeah. So as you unfurl your wings, you wake up, you sit up, you are soaked from shoulder down to your waist. Your heart rate is like
With what?
hot. You're sweating. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. Wisdom save. Oh, that's an 8.
Nate.
Andy, remember we have our hut up too,
Yeah.
if that helps.
Oh, does the hut prevent dreams?
It prevents any spells or anything from entering.
Right, yeah. No, this has nothing to do with that. But with an
I feel like
8,
this is different.
yeah, with an 8, uh, you do not. I mean, you get a long rest, but you do not regain your exhaustion point. So you still have 1 point of exhaustion leading into today.
Okay.
And you manage to toss and turn for the rest of the night well enough to feel like you should feel rested, but you, Nix, and Otto wake up, a little bit groggy, almost as if like you drank too much the night before, and just a bit disoriented, and the for a minute there's a shift as you blink your eyes, and whether you're in a dream or you're in real time, but after like 10 seconds that fog releases, and you come to. The morning is yours.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How'd you all sleep?
Perfectly fine. How about you?
Just tired. Yeah, tired. And I'll there's obviously bags under his eyes, and he looks exhausted.
I didn't sleep that great either.
Yeah, this. I don't know if it's this place or what, but wasn't a fan, that's for sure. Yeah. So what's on the agenda for today then?
I believe we are headed to the Silver Pines.
Right.
Hopefully,
All right.
take care of whatever's happening around here.
My answers are questions.
All right. So if you're all in agreement, you grab your supplies and head out on the road.
Do we take our donkey?
I was just gonna ask. How far is this?
Probably, I think I said it's like 4 to 6 hours, is what you've been told.
I don't want to slow you down, guys.
I don't think it'd hurt to bring it. We might be able to find something there anyway. Besides, if we find the boys, we might need to try and put them on it.
Ooh, that's a good point too. See? All right. So, which one of you is good at driving again?
I think it was me.
Okay. Perfect. Good. Cause I'm not. I'm like one of my best skills is sitting in the cart.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just have my mage hand do it.
Oh. Well, that's fine. I don't care about that, right?
Don't. I was just saying. Don't you have one? Can't you?
Yeah, but it can't fucking make animals listen to its will.
Okay.
Have you seen those black, lifeless eyes of that mule?
Oh, the mule. Yes, the mule.
Mules have many diseases.
Yes. And black, lifeless eyes of a demon. Which is
Have
why
no soul.
only those traitorous heathens, like forest gnomes, will go around talking to them.
Eyes like doll's eyes?
That's how they get. Yes, like doll's eyes. I'm just saying, be careful. Don't get too close to livestock that have black eyes, because that's how they radicalize you.
As your donkey and cart is gathered for you, you guys load.
I never look the donkey in the eye.
Oh, you load up and start heading west off of the timber trail and towards Silent Pines. as you guys leave, you do see like on like decks or certain patios or probably through a couple windows, like the residents of Willowbrook look out to you, like almost with like a hopeful yet hesitant expression on their faces, their body posture, as you guys continue out and leave the newly familiar sights of Willowbrook behind. Um, Over the first hour, the landscape begins to shift from the rolling hills, and they give way to a taller, thicker grass. You can see patches of dark evergreens rising up before you. As you go through the countryside, the cobblestone path, worn and uneven in places, starts to fade into just like one of those dual, cart paths with the dual tracks. It leads out, and as you get past like the first hour of travel, it's starting to like you're like realizing it's had to been some while since traffic has been on here. Like the grass is growing over into the dirt paths of the carts or the walking trails, and it's just a little bit more unkept. But you make it through it. You start to see these little pines pop up, and the hills give away into like a slightly slanted landscape. And after probably another 20 minutes, you starts to get dark, even though it's mid-morning by this time, as like the pines are just you're breaking past the smaller pines, and you're getting into the denser part of the forest where these stalks of these trees shoot up like 40, 45, 50 feet. And as you like coast in deeper, like the moss is growing over the trail, and the pines are getting even taller, but they're doing that thing where there's not a lot of leaves on the bottom. There's just a little bit of canopy on the top, almost like a slight, like they're starting to fade. The bark is splitting. The trees that used to have needles have nothing. Whoever's gonna lead this voyage, I need a survival check, and a marching order would be nice.
I will be in the middle.
I would prefer to be up in the front or by the front.
Okay, I'm gonna say probably because of the untraveled nature of this. This is like you could probably have two people in front of the carriage. You have the carriage, and you have two people behind the carriage. You can't walk on side of the carriage.
I will be behind the carriage.
All right, so behind the carriage. Who's gonna be with Figrin?
I'll be a Figrin.
Okay.
That tracks, because I was gonna be up with Killian.
All right. And so we'll put Cyrus.
How long have we been traveling from the inn at this point?
I think as you enter the woods, probably an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. It's kind of and Celeste and Killian, as you like get 20, 30 minutes into the woods, like you're starting to have to like use your axe, or just like move some sticks or step on them. Nothing big or anything. It's not like a barricade by any means, but it's just and so Celeste and Killian, both roll me a survival check, please.
I rolled a 21.
Okay.
I got a 12.
A 12. All right. I probably Killian. It's more for you. It's clearing in front, which is keeping you away from really, the trail. Like you're cleaning the trail. As Celeste is like, all right, this is the path, and like, as she points it out, it's starting to get indistinguishable. You know, like the path is just getting harder to read as the moss is growing over and all of that. But you guys manage to stay on the path. Um, Continuing on, probably another 30, 45 minutes. Like when you guys are talking amongst each other, that's what you hear. Like you feel a breeze, but you don't hear the breeze. You don't hear the shaking of trees or any of that noise that comes with like that ambience of a forest. And you're looking around and like starting to understand Silent Pines and where they get their name from. And it's just like a shell of evergreens and like trees that you're shrouded in at this moment, almost like like you know a huge golf dome, you know, kind of feeling. Um,
Andy,
yes.
this is a random question. Was there a lot of trees like back home? I don't imagine it that way,
No.
but I don't know if you know. Okay.
No, actually, where you were,
I imagine, mortar quality like mountains and stone and wastelands. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Probably another 30 minutes goes by, and that's when Killian, you hear something like the crack of wood off to the right hand side of you, and you like bring the group to halt. About a second later, Celeste, you hear crack off to the left of you, and you guys look around as these two giant undead bears, or malformed bears, just almost like an ambush point. You see them run up to the path. Let's see here. I'm gonna drop an owl bear link, and the only thing I gotta do, because I've been describing it this way, is swap Killian, and let me hide this. I'll hide this. Grab this. I'll put it in the chat in the stream, or the channel right there. As they come, you see their chests are open. There's bones extruding out of the front and back of them. They have this sickening deep purple energy emanating from the chest, with these black energy ripping outside of them, and their eyes are like that sickly lime green. And I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Right.
And we're just gonna imagine that
what's first level exhaustion do? Oop, I didn't
it's,
roll that twice. Do I have disadvantage on this?
skill checks, I believe, and half movement.
Oh.
I think initiative is technically a skill check.
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
so.
That is true.
Oh, well, I had a 19 and a 20, so.
Alrighty.
It's not on. Sorry about that.
Okay.
There we go. Sorry.
So, anyone over 20? Okay, 15 to 20.
19.
Okay. Cyrus, no one else?
Oh,
All right. 10 to 15.
I got an 18. Sorry,
Oh.
I got an 18.
18. So we
Sorry, my +6 initiative throws me off. I'm like, I rolled a 12.
All right, 15 to or 10 to 15. What'd you get?
12.
12. Celeste.
11.
11. Okay. So Killian, Celeste.
I want everyone to know that this hat I'm wearing is my dice bag.
All right, Otto and Cyrus, where Nyx? Oh wait, not Otto, Cyrus. Nyx and Otto, where'd you fall?
4.
Okay, Nyx.
3, but a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh.
So Otto and then Nyx.
In some
right.
ways, you could say you beat me.
All right.
In golfing rules.
So Cyrus, then Figrin. Cyrus, you are the top of the round. From the backside, the cart stops, and it takes but a half a second for you to like turn around and seeing you're being pinched by two, ungodly bears.
yeah. I am going to. I just gotta make sure that this doesn't do. Let's see here. I'm going to bonus action cast Shadow Blade,
All right.
and I'll run up to the bear over here,
All right.
and I'll make 2 attacks with it.
Go for it.
First one to hit. Fortunately, I don't think Shadow Blade. Yeah, it doesn't pull. So I'm just attacking with. It's gonna say like a dagger, but it's the same. So 11.
11 misses.
Yeah. Plus 4. There it is. 9 points of damage. Not the best, but
9 points. You slice into it, and wait, it takes the hit, and it doesn't necessarily like shift on you. Like you're gonna grab its attention. It's focused on powering through.
Oh no. Okay. And that is psychic damage, just for whatever purposes.
Okay.
But that's all I got.
All right, Figrin.
Sorry, I'm having issues, but 1 moment. All right. Yeah, their computer was screwing up on me. Oh, don't do that here.
It's been a hot minute since we had a combat too, so.
Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. All right. My turn.
Yep.
Ah! I see these giant bears coming at us.
Yeah, they're like over 10 feet, like just a fucking huge bear. But the chests are ripped open. There's purple energy in their chest, green energy in their eyes, and there's this familiar black energy that seems to be like fading off, like a flame does from like the core of a fire.
I'm going to, let me zoom in here. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to look at the farthest bear from me.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a chromatic orb at it.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to do lightning damage. So I'm gonna pull out this sapphire that I have. Say this incantation and draconic. Ooh, that's a 18 on die plus 7, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, that hits.
25.
Nice.
Nice.
4d8. 21 points of lightning damage.
Woo!
But can I use my free action to say, hey, you, there, over here, come to me.
Okay.
That's a first for Vagrant.
It completely ignores you. And that brings it. Do you have anything else? That's your movement. Wizard's bonus action.
Bullshit.
I mean, you do
Double checking.
21 points of damage on a good hit. So.
No, I just don't have any bonus action shit. I got like one thing. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so on this, Cyrus, you get
That's
an
me.
attack of opportunity
Oh, okay.
as it moves past you. And these things collide into your carriage like two fucking bulls breaking a board. Just crush
pretty
into
good.
the front and the back, and splinters get shot all over the place. After, what was your attack roll, Cyrus?
18.
That hits. Roll for
And
damage.
that is, yep. That is double ones on that for 6.
6. Okay.
That's rough.
Yeah. You slice into the back of it as you see how it crush in. You see Nyx get shot off the front and Otto shot off the back. I need both of you to roll me dexterity saving throws, please. As your carriage is shattered into pieces, the donkey starts running off like towards Silent Pines, like towards the trail. Here, we should probably put like a token for here.
Was that out of character, or was that incredibly smart?
I don't really have a donkey, so we'll say he runs over there. The green dragon board is your donkey.
I got you.
So wait, Nyx, Dex save.
Are we playing new exhaustion rules or legacy rules?
Oh, what's the difference?
Well, I get -4 to D20 tests
We'll go with that.
at 2, so I had a natural 20, -4 for a 16.
Okay, so you take 3 points of damage, and you're not knocked prone or anything, but you land like on the far side of Killian and Celeste. Otto, what's yours?
Mine was 18.
18. You fall backwards out of this, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you're like tossed in the cart. You see like all of the belongings that you guys put in here just immediately cascade across the field. So they do that, and then I need Killian, Cyrus, Nyx, everybody but Figrin to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Like I said, incredibly smart.
19 for Cyrus.
Alright, that's a success. Celeste,
I got a 12.
a 12, okay. Killian,
25.
yeah, that's a success. Otto,
Sorry, I was taking notes. What's the
Wisdom.
skill?
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Nyx, what'd you get?
I got, sorry, there's a lot of math here.
Okay,
2.
2. All right, so
Hey, geez.
Celeste, Nyx, and Otto you're all frightened at this moment, and that is from one bear, and this bear that's from this bear does his frightening presence. You're afraid of him. This one looks at Celeste and Nyx and opens its mouth and just kind of detaches, and this energy shoots out to you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw now.
That's better than the last one. That's a dirty 20 for me.
All right, that's a success. Eight. 13. You take 7 points.
That's why I wish I was a
of
paladin.
necrotic damage. Nyx, what was yours?
I believe it's a 5.
You take 15 points of necrotic damage. And that is their turn as they just come in and like crisscross applesauce smack into your thing. The donkey goes running off. Your cart is destroyed. Your belongings are all over. One of them lets out this just chilling roars. The other one opens its mouth and this energy just shoots at Celeste and Nyx. That brings us to Killian, then Celeste. Killian, you're up.
All right. Quick question.
Yep.
After they smash into the cart and everything, do they seem to turn their attention towards us, or?
It's not focused.
Okay.
Actually, with your perception, it almost seems like they're being controlled somehow.
Okay.
Like you see their eyes, like like you saw that it just run through Celeste and Figrin's trying to shout at it, and it just completely ignored it, and it's almost like on a kill mode now. Scanning around.
Okay.
Just fucking ready to take advantage of any situation it can.
All right. I am. You can cast 2 spells if one's a bonus action and one's a cantrip, right?
Yes. Well, if it's
Yes, okay.
you can cast a spell and a cantrip. One of them has to be an action. One of them has to be a bonus action. Yes.
Okay. So I'll start with my bonus action. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And I will cast it right here between the two where our cart was.
Okay. Here, we'll use this mimic.
Hey, what happened to the mule? I mean, not that I really give a shit.
You
but
can't see
He's
from
running.
here. You can't see him. You got 2 fucking huge bears standing in front of you and the donkey. Or the mule, whatever it is. Alright.
So in casting the Spiritual Weapon, it will attack the one at the top,
Okay.
closer to, like, say, Cyrus.
Yep. Roll for an attack.
I don't know why I clicked that, but I did. It's an 18.
18 hits.
And
Celeste, you're up next.
that would be 7 points of force damage.
You hit it, and like this thing isn't taking any attention. It's just like weathering blows.
Yeah. Okay. So then for my action, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the other bear. So it has to make a dex saving throw.
Dex save. I can do that. That is a fail.
Okay. So it'll take 2d8 radiant damage. Oh, that's pretty good. That's 9 points of radiant.
And as you hit it with radiant, you just see it Actually, that was that. Oh, that was on 2, but you're not. Okay.
Yeah, that was on bear too.
Yep. You see it buckle a little bit, and the head does focus on you now.
Okay.
Anything else?
The only thing I will do is I will just use my movement. I don't want to get out of range of one, but if I could just position myself between the two,
Sure.
like find Nyx.
Yeah. Right, and right next to your spiritual weapon.
Yep.
All right, Celeste, you are up. Otto, you're on deck.
Cool. So I will go for an unarmed strike.
All right.
Right in my face. Ooh, I rolled good. That's a 24 to hit.
Yep.
I will also pump a key point for stunning strike. It needs to do a saving throw.
Okay.
It needs to beat a Constitution.
14.
Okay, so it makes it, so it doesn't get stunned. But it'll be all right. Let me go roll some damages real quick. Okay, that's good. It's an 11 for
Alright.
the first attack, and then let me go for a second. Oop, that one's probably not gonna be so good. 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Okay.
Actually, it's you find purchase, but you don't find force.
Right.
It's real close.
I'll look over to Killian real quick. These things are weird. All right, that's it.
All right, Otto, you're up. Nyx, you're on deck. Then it's top of the round. What you doing, Otto?
Catching up on notes. So I'm gripped with fear.
Yep. Yeah. Against the
by a-
one, against the one number one, the one above you.
Number one.
Yeah.
All right. So, but there I was enjoying a nice rickety cart ride, thinking about gear ratios, when suddenly, boom, cart explodes, and I am incredibly frightened. I'm freaking out now. Luckily, I didn't lose anything. My only possessions are chained to me. All right, I'm conveniently, it looks like there's like a kind of a stump there.
Yep.
And I kind of just cower there so that I can't see that one that I'm really scared of.
Okay.
But then I see that other one. And I remember that the only thing you can really reach for in a time of fear is a device specifically designed to compensate for weakness.
The longest 6 seconds of my life.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to reach down, feel around my belt line, feel something. Wait, nope, that's right. I shoulder carry. And I'm going to pull out. I'm going to get that weight in my hand. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to reach down with my other hand just to readjust. And then I'm going to pull out my fucking gun, my father's gun.
Absolutely no one sees this. Everybody is blocked.
I think
feel
I see
so
it.
bamf by
There's a
himself,
brush.
though, like
Raising up.
Okay,
you know,
okay.
And Otto's short, so it's not that it's.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I'm pretty tall though.
I like hold it close to me, sniff it.
All right.
Smells like my father's drawers.
Roll for an attack.
Oh.
Jesus.
His change drawer, guys. Get it out of here. First one's a 20,
That hits.
and the second one for an 18.
Both
And
hit.
I'm doing the thing that, like, whenever someone who's never fired a gun before decides that they're gonna just fire it as fast as they can.
Eyes
All
closed.
two shots.
Figuring
All
this is
two
when
shots.
you would notice this because of the energy that you helped create. You know, shoots off of it. All right. So damage.
Ooh, yikesies. Yikesies, yikesies. Well, wait a minute. 2 plus 5, 4, 16. 16 damage total.
Okay.
And what is that? Like,
Force.
I don't know. Force damage.
Yep.
That's right. Force. All right.
You're not.
And then I'm just gonna cower and try to make myself really small, and I'm gonna try to figure out if I can reload my Eldritch Derringer.
Okay. Nyx. You're up.
Hello. I'm gonna move. Nyx is frightened, so she's gonna move back a couple spaces.
Okay. They're both gonna take an opportunity attack at you. Their reach is 10. You find out. One is a 21. One is a 17.
Sure, both hit.
And these would be claw attack. Oh boy, Nyx.
Oh no.
10 points on the first one. 13 points on the second.
Okay.
Just reach in. Because you're like kind of ragged out, spinned out of there. I mean, unless you don't want to move.
I'm down.
You're down?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, so you don't even get that far. You got like right here. And, Killian, Celeste, you both see, like Nyx, like their arms, like reach out as they stand up and they both come down and claw at her, like from opposite sides, right over the top of you. Like now you see how massive these things are, and just like a ballerina, she does like a spin and hits the ground, and her face like grinds into the moss, and you don't see like any movement. Man, Terry, I feel for you. You've had such a rough beginning to this campaign. All right, top of the round. Cyrus, you're up. You're on the other side of this bear, who just like bellowed into the carriage and is now just scanning the woods. What are you gonna do?
I will bonus action activate my blade song as my golden runes kind of appear on my skin and light up. And then we're gonna go to town. I have a shadow blade and a dagger and a dream. So, first I'm gonna attack with the dagger because I have the nick property with it. So when I attack, I can make a second attack without using the bonus action attack, which is pretty cool.
Awesome.
26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
So the dagger does max damage, 9 points of damage.
All right.
And then another attack with it, 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And then this one doesn't use my
Your modifier, it just uses
modifier.
Like,
yeah, so it's 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And then one attack with the shadow blade at 21 to hit.
Yep.
And that is nice. 12 points of damage. No, 12 plus 4 is 16 points of damage.
Nice. You like cut into it like a couple times, and then bring your shadow blade around, rips through the skin, like on the back of the leg, and you just see like that purple energy start to leak out, and it just, as soon as it exits the body, it turns to black, you know, and just shrouds around you. I mean, that was a good round. You did some heavy damage.
Nice.
Anything else?
Yeah. That's bonus action. So
All right, Figrin.
Right. Figurin's gonna look up. All this is happening all at once. Chaos. Imagine there's pieces of cart like exploded, still in the
Mhm.
sky at this point.
Yeah. A
Fig's
lot of
gonna turn around
Otto's
and go.
belongings, like that were in his
Fig's
bag.
Fig's gonna look around and go. That could not have worked out better. And I'm gonna pull out a piece of a gem stone, and it's gonna float, like start spinning in between my hands, and this like pulse wave's gonna like outward from me towards the group area. And I need both of the bears to make a hold on. What kind of saving throw is it? A saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
As I cast slow on both of them.
Oh, good. All right. Wisdom. One.
I imagine Nick's good.
One. Dude, I rolled. One gets a 14. One gets a natural 20. So one gets a 14.
14 fails. Natural 20 succeeds.
All right. So one is
So-
slowed.
I imagine like Nick's is falling and like just slow just enough. The debris slows just a little bit as time in that area warps. Otto's like things flying out are kind of floating down just a little bit as time alters, and that one is slowed.
Ooh.
nice.
Kid. And that's it for me.
All right. That brings them to their turn. Killian. Oh, hold on. Let me see if they get their thing back. Or that one guy does. He rolled 5. Sweet. One, Killian, is it like you shot 2 with the radiant damage? Okay.
Yeah.
So one is going to turn around to Cyrus as he takes the big attacks out. But he's slowed, so he only gets 1 of his claw attacks. That's
Fair enough.
16.
No, I don't think that does hit with my blades on. Yeah, all set.
Right. And then 2 is going to turn around to you, Killian, and I mean, you got it back. He has to use it. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
All right, so you don't. That's another thing I forgot, but it doesn't matter now. 9 plus 6 is 15, so you take 7 points of necrotic damage. It's like the jaw detaches, and this energy just shoots out. You shield enough of it to not get consumed by it, and I mean, they like where they're at. So that brings us to your turn, and then Celeste on deck.
Okay. Killian is going to. If I move back 5 feet, am I still within their range? And
You get the feeling that yeah, you would, after seeing
Okay.
what happened to Nyx, like they have their range is longer than 5, you know.
okay, I actually probably wouldn't even care. I would run towards Nyx and stand in front of her, in front of the 2 bears. Bonus action, the spiritual weapon's gonna make an attack on bear 1.
Okay, does it get advantage because it's slowed?
I can tell you exactly what happens.
I don't. What is spiritual weapon anyway?
It's a melee, or I don't know. I haven't.
It's a -2 to AC,
Gotcha. Okay.
and it can't use its action. It can use either its action or bonus action, not both.
Okay.
It can't make more than 1 melee or range attack during its turn. If the creature attempts to cast a spell, then cast.
I remember
Okay, which
the
will
attack thing.
Yeah.
All right, so it's -2 to its AC. That's the
Okay. It's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay. And then 1d8. Ooh, that's good. 11 points of force damage.
Oh, nice.
A huge hit. This is probably the first time like it was just standing up as a clawed nicks into the ground, and Cyrus cuts into it, and then you blast it with this, and it comes back down, and you can see its form just lessen a little bit.
And then for my action, I am going to cast Healing Word on Nyx.
Healing word? You mean bonus action?
No, the
Healing-
spiritual weapon's a bonus.
Yeah.
Oh no, because it needs to be a cantrip, right?
Once is spiritual. Oh, to use spirit. Yeah, to use spiritual weapon, you have to use your bonus action. Or
Yeah, it's a bonus. Well, it's a
Yeah.
bonus
Oh,
action
yeah.
to cast,
And healing
and then
word.
it's a bonus action from there on out just to attack or
Gotcha,
move it.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Healing
Bonus
word
action
is-
to attack.
Healing word.
Healing Word's
is,
an action.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, Healing
No.
Word is a bonus action.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
cure wounds.
Instead,
is
I'll
the action one.
yeah. Instead, what I will do is I will cast Aid on Nyx.
That's a solid fucking move.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
You could probably cast it on a couple people, but
I can do it up to 3 people
Nyx is
within
the only one
30
that
feet.
matters.
So I'll do Nyx, Celeste, and Cyrus.
Do you have to have sight?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. 3 creatures within range. That's all it says.
Nice.
Nope.
That's a non-sight.
Yeah, non-sight. So yeah.
And that'll be 2nd level. I should have said that.
Okay.
And that will be 5 points of life.
Is it
Your maximum
temporary
hit points by 5.
Is it temporary?
Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration.
That's beautiful.
The duration's 8 hours.
That's enough to bring her back up. Because I think temporary hit points would not bring her back up. I believe that like
Well,
rules
in
is
temp
written.
points will bring them back up. It just means that they could drop at the end of the
Yeah.
duration.
Right.
They don't
All
get.
right. So yeah, Nyx, like you're tossed back into it. Your body once again is beaten, except this time it's blood dripping out and ruining your beautiful your clothes.
I was
Any-
enjoying my sleep.
This has been like 2 seconds. Killian, any more? You're gonna stay right there. All right.
Nope, that's it. I want to just stand over Celeste or Nyx.
All right. Celeste is up. Otto, you're on deck.
All right. I'll use my free action to say these things are a bit more than they appear to be, and I'm gonna try to do an attack and see if it works. There's a 14 doesn't hit.
No, you're attacking number 2, right?
Yeah.
Yep. No, that does not hit.
Oop. Okay. Second attack attempt here. There's an 18 hit.
18 hits.
Okay, so the first punch at it doesn't take any purchase, and then so she gets a little desperate, and her like fist glows green, and she goes to do inflict wounds.
Okay.
Um,
Is inflict wounds an action? Because
I have two actions per turn,
how?
or is it? Well,
No.
okay.
If you,
hold on.
you
Just
either attack
spell,
or cast
spell,
a
or
spell.
or physical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. So then we will use it as a physical attack then, which is fine. I can then instead I can pump a key point.
Okay.
and do flurry of blows.
All right. Gotcha. What was the damage on that punch it hit?
So the first punch, the original one, is 6.
6. With that, you
And
like
the other two,
hit it like in the outside of the rib cage, and a couple ribs crush into the center, like just snapping, almost like a dead tree limb. You know, breaking it, and you see it buckle down a little bit out of like its standing posture down to all fours. You know, and it shifts from Killian and looks at you. This jaw cracked open, this energy reaching out. Go ahead, do your.
And the flurry was a total of 10.
What was the attack roll on the flurry of blows?
Yeah, I got you. Sorry. Okay. So, 15 and 13.
15, both miss.
Both miss. Never
Yeah.
mind
Yeah, like as it growls down, like its face gets close to you, you just take 2 wild swings at it, finding purchase but not doing any damage. Movement?
No, because I would need to use a key point to get out. So
Okay.
I'll stay there.
All right, that brings us to Otto, then Nyx. What you doing, Otto?
All right. I'm still a little frightened, I think. I don't know. Do I get to make a roll at the end of mine?
I don't know. Is that how it works? I can't
Who
remember. Hold
knows?
on. Let me look.
Doesn't matter.
1 minute. You are frightened for 1 minute. Oh yeah, you do.
Just give me a-
Make a saving throw. You get to make a saving throw.
What's
Wisdom.
the... Well, good luck. Ooh, 18?
18. You are not frightened anymore.
All right. That's what happens. You
And
see what
actually,
I mean,
You know,
fellas?
I say in this time, like, because you and Figurin have a connection, you see Figurin, like, as you're sitting behind that stump looking around at your situation, you see that magic of Figurin set on this guy and him slow down a little bit. And as that slow takes hold, you have the mindscape to subtract yourself from that.
Yeah.
And, you know.
And I'd like to think I even recognize the time weave in some degree.
Yeah.
And I know an advantageous situation when I see one. So this time I'm gonna, I'm gonna quick reload, shove 2 more rounds in, feel the weight of my fucking daddy's gun. I'm gonna lay it into the to that slow bear.
All right.
Oh fuck! Nat 1 for a 10,
Misses.
and then a dirty 20.
Hits.
That's a 3 plus 5, 8 force damage.
You crack into the back, almost like pushing its arm, like right arm around, and Cyrus, ducks underneath it, preparing for his next attack. Bonus action movement.
Yeah. Might as well throw a hex up on it now. Would have been cool earlier, but hey.
So 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw hex up on that one.
Okay, use hex.
And it has disadvantage on abilities made with like strength.
Okay. All right, throw it down.
That's my turn.
All right, Nyx, you are up, barely alive, beaten on the path, but now you feel you are out of the range of these guys. Killian is protected, being a dwarven shield. I don't want to say human shield because she's not human.
They're not totally gone though, right? They're just
still up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So can I get up?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get up first.
It's half your movement.
Yep. I don't have too much, and if I learned anything from my last turn, I'm not going to be moving. Nyx is going to give Killian. She's gonna put her hand on Killian and give him a bonus action bardic inspiration.
Okay.
The only thing that comes to her mind is, and what he hears is her just humming a little chant for Celeste, and because that's where she was going with this, but you know she's so confused. So you hear Celeste, you are the best. You are better than the rest. Killian.
Yeah, it's like
So
using your shoulder to
Yeah.
like lift up. All right.
Yeah, and then I can see the one that I'm not frightened of, right?
Roll. Actually, you were knocked out. I don't know. What do you? I think yeah. You can see the one that you're not frightened of. You're still frightened of the other one.
I'm gonna cast a second level dissonant whispers at the one I not frightened of and say, I can't even look at that one right now.
All right. Is that a save?
That'll be a wisdom save of 15. And there's
14.
okay, so it will do 4d6 damage.
That's against 2.
What's that? That's 19. 19. What damage is that?
Psychic.
Yes, psychic damage, and the creature will move as far away from me as its speed allows away from me, and not put itself into harm's way.
Okay, so it's not gonna like run away from Celeste if it won't put its in its harm's way because, right? I mean,
That makes sense.
yeah.
Must
I-
immediately use its
It's
reaction
open
if
for
available
debate
to move.
because
Yeah.
you are right in assuming that this technique is used to trigger attacks of opportunity. So it is kind of up to the DM to play
Yeah.
that in the. Would
It
they?
says it doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground such as fire or a pit.
Oh, well, fuck it. Then it's not did not bring up attacks in that, so he'll run away. I'll give Celeste that.
That's a 19.
19 hits.
Which one is slowed?
The one is slowed, not
Okay,
this one.
just checking. I couldn't remember which was.
Yeah, the
Would
one
spiritual weapon get
No.
count or no?
No.
Okay.
That was a 7 to get a quick punch in there.
All right. And is this just a one round thing? Nix, or is it like a one action like? Or are you concentrating on it?
It is a single action,
Okay. All right. That brings us.
and that is my turn.
Yep. That brings us top of the round. Cyrus, then figuring.
How's this bear looking right in front of me?
I mean, you're fucking hitting it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
We're-
not an
we're
animal
gonna-
that bleeds, so
We'll keep hitting it then. So once again, we'll do the 2 attacks with the dagger.
okay.
So first one is a dirty 20
That hits.
for 6 points of damage.
All right.
Second one is a 16
16 hits because of the slowed.
That's 8 points of damage.
So 14 total. Okay.
Shadow Blade is a 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Okay, so I did attack. So I still have a bonus action, because the dagger uses the nick property. So I'll do an offhand attack with the dagger. That's gonna miss. It's another 13.
Yep.
So That's
you
it.
just cut in a couple good times, and then like you go for your big hit and you miss, and it's like the shift of you cutting into this is ruining the structural integrity that whatever is consuming this creature, and the leg buckles just for you to miss a little bit more with the last one. Any movement?
No, I'm gonna stay there.
All right, figuring you're up. Ooh, figuring you got spells on. Dude, that's so cool. You put the concentration spell on. You gotta tell me how to do that after this.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what the range on that is. 60 feet. How far away am I
You're
from that boy? 40 feet. Okay. I am going to pull out focus, one of my gems, and I'm gonna hold it up to my forehead, and I'm gonna point and speak the incantation to the other bear. I'm gonna cast the cantrip Mind Sliver,
Okay.
and I need them to make an intelligence saving throw.
11.
That is a failure, so they take 2d6 damage, 6 damage,
Okay.
and they subtract a d4 from their next saving throw before the end of my next turn.
Okay. Bonus action movement. Okay.
Now I'll stay right where I am.
All right. That brings
Pretty happy.
us to them. One is Cyrus has been tearing into it. It's gonna turn around and make a claw and a bite attack on you, Cyrus.
Yeah, that's fair.
The
Okay.
claw is a natural one. The bite attack
Nope.
is a 17.
No, my AC is 19.
19? Yeah, you just duck out of the way from both of the attacks. Shit. That sucks for him. 2. Or wait, he couldn't make the second attack because he is still slowed, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. This
Oh.
guy's gonna, as he's running back, gonna notice this little gnome that's been shooting at him, sitting behind a tree stump, is gonna run up and make 2 attacks at you, little gnome. One with the claw, one with the bite. The claw is a 15. The bite is a dirty 20.
Shield on the first one. The second one's still gonna hit.
The second one's still gonna hit, so that's the bite. Oh wait, I don't roll d20s for bite damage. I roll d. So 6. Ooh, fuck. You throw the shield up and the claws like grind through, like, yeah, just breaking enough energy from the shield for the head to poke through, and these just corrupt bear tooth just to sink in on your right shoulder for 18 points of piercing damage. Or well, yeah, I almost want to say it's necrotic, but I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all in this scenario unless you're gonna slap something else on it.
No.
All right, I'll scream wildly.
Yep.
And yeah, thanks.
And that brings us to Killian, then Celeste.
All right. Let's see. I will start with my bonus action of spiritual weapon on bear 1. That would be 21.
That hits.
Where'd my D8 go? That'll work. That sucks. 5 points of force damage. I rolled a 1.
Wait, you don't get? Do you get your modifier on spiritual weapon?
It comes with a modifier on
Does
hit.
it? Okay.
It's 1d8 plus 4.
Gotcha. All right. 13. Oh boy, they're both looking fucking ragged, and it's not like I said, it's not like bloodied or anything. It's more like the skeleton, the bear skeleton, is starting to just shoot this purple where it was like dim, dark grays and greens. It's now starting to be filled by like this purple energy that's ripping through their skin and all the piercings that you've been doing to these creations.
All right. For my action, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on Bear 2, seeing him charge towards Otto. That's a Dex saving throw of 15.
That's a natural one. I love these pixel dice,
Nice.
but I fucking don't like these pixel dice. That's going away from that. Super dope roll.
So that's 2d8 of radiant.
It's the 2.
3 radiant damage.
Yeah. So like as this one like goes to claw Otto, you see it like now that the debris is starting to settle. You see like Otto, this arcane shield shoot up and then stop the claws and then reach over and bite into his shoulder. Almost start to pick him up as whew, this flame shoots in, hit his shoulder, spins him around, and lies dead on the floor. All right. So that is.
And then
2 is gone.
for movement, I just want to position myself between Nyx and Bear 1.
All right. All right. That brings us to Celeste.
I had meant to ask you a question, but I think I missed it. But for the frightened, we are rolling to see if we're done with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, never rolled for that. All right. Do you want me to roll for that now or at the end of my turn?
No, roll for it now.
Yeah, I got an 18.
So you're not frightened of one anymore. And it makes sense. There's been a lot of damage, and the presence is dwindling on this creature.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, that's an add 1 for the first one. That's stupid. Does well, a 10 doesn't hit, right?
10 misses too.
Nope. So I'm trying to get the 1, but nope, nothing's connecting for me.
All right. Otto. Then. Any bonus action movement, Celeste? I mean, you'd have to.
I
move-
will. Yeah,
Oh,
I will.
shit.
I will. I was trying to do my shadow fist thing, but it
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
gonna- yeah.
Okay.
So I was gonna move up next to Nyx and just behind Killian.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Otto. The one that bit into you got shot down from a blast from Killian, and you can see the other one still attacking Cyrus on the other side of the stump. The one above you is still alive.
All right, so I'm gonna quickly reload and just take a big deep breath, take it easy, snap it back in, snap my 2 rounds back into this chamber, take a quick aim, and I'm gonna let go again. Bam, bam! Take that fucking bear! Take that!
All right.
Who's getting out there? Um, 11
11 misses.
and 24
24 hits.
for 9 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Oh man. I want it to be like just as I'm squeezing the trigger, you know, I'm like having this insane flashback about my father, like telling me all the right ways to do something and then the wrong ways, you know. And like I just really and I feel it and I just like the weight of it falls into my little tiny gnomish palm and I'm like, this one's for you, Pops. And then I shoot this undead bear with an eldritch, you know,
The force
growl.
damage to its head, like the bones, like I said before, they shatter like broken like dead tree branches, just scatter all across like the north side of this map as it falls. Uh, the energies, the green energy is gone from these, but the purple energy is like just hold, holding on a little bit in both of these bodies. Um, 1 second. I'm gonna do this.
This little gnome of mine.
Okay. You see it start to step up. And then the purple energy on both of them fade away. We're gonna go to break right there.
Nice.
Damn.
Boom.
Fig, it worked! It worked, Fig!
Mute.
dude.
What do you mean not worth it? It's like 10 minutes in the air
Yeah, that
fryer.
makes me hungry.
I'm just saying it's a lot of work, bro.
10 minutes.
I'll have some
All right.
popcorn.
Fucking frozen fries out of a bag. Like they're just there.
All
My
right.
wife left them there.
You
Practically
say
put my name
frozen
on.
fries? Why even make poutine if you're gonna have frozen French fries?
Look, all right, not every one of us can be a fucking snob like you, all right, Tim? Out there making his own homemade fries every day.
Okay, we're back. That's just a little glimpse that you would get if you subscribed.
The Jeff's OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I mean, my Patreon.
yeah, yeah. All right, so your heart rates start going down a little bit as battle comes to an end. You see the shells for these bears are now just like withered, tanned skins that you would get if you like gutted and you know did that to like a deer. You know, if you know processed or whatever the fucking proper term is. You do still see two dim lights from each body of purple energy emanating from it.
Is
The
this
cart
purple
shattered.
energy-
The donkey is like 60 feet away from you right now.
Does this purple
he
energy
alive?
look like? Huh.
What was that, Cyrus?
Still screaming. I'm
does
screaming
this-
the entire time.
Does this purple energy look like the energy that we found in that portal dimension?
Yeah. I'd say it looks familiar.
Interesting. Okay.
Still screaming.
Does anyone else feel like this is following us, or are we following it?
I think we're following it.
I don't think it's
I
a following happening. at
Sincerely
all.
hope that's the case.
Yeah, me too.
Hey Celeste, do I look like a zombie?
Yeah, you look. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the worst
Look
that I've
like
ever
you.
seen you.
I feel like a zombie.
Probably
I'll
does
look
look
at,
like a zombie right now.
I'll look at Nyx and just say, you don't look that bad, and I'll cast Healing Word on her on level 1.
I'm still screaming.
I'll do something I've been waiting to do, like since I met Nyx. I'm like, oh, but your makeup is smudging.
It's like
It's
blood.
fine. 5 point healing.
Does that make it better or worse?
blood.
Totally worse.
It's
Okay, good.
blood. Blood all over your face, your mouth. It's just.
Oh.
We got 5 points of healing.
And when it dries, it looks like poop.
Do we just let the donkey go?
Is it her?
Suggesting we put it out of its misery?
No, I'm just. What are we gonna do? I mean, we could make it like a pack mule, I guess. Can someone catch it?
Maybe ask one of the non-injured ones.
Still screaming.
It'd be the.
Dude, Otto.
My vest! My vest!
Where's your gun?
It's in my hand.
Cradle it.
Calm down. You're okay.
Okay, I'm gonna rub my gun a little. Take some deep breaths, but my vest is fucking ruined.
It's been a
Folks.
minute. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, your vest is ruined. What do you? The donkey, like shoots off to like towards where you're going, and then once the threat is down, it starts maneuvering like around the outskirts of you, staying about 60 feet away from the situation and heading back towards where you came from. Currently,
Guys, I
Someone
didn't want
prep him.
it to come to this, but should I shoot the donkey?
I started
No, I
walking
don't-
out towards it, going like, Come here.
All right, would
Come
someone, for
here.
fuck's sake, for all the sake of the gods, can someone heal me?
Are you not okay?
I'm not okay. And look at my vest.
Yeah, he's got like his right
It's torn
shoulder.
open. I'm bleeding.
Yeah, yeah, fresh.
Shorter than
Warm.
you. All I have is this gun.
I mean, I can't fix your vest, but
That
I'll
does have
fix the
that does
vest.
have healing properties,
Fix
right?
me. I'll fix the vest.
I'll cast a healing word on Auto too.
I'm gonna put the gun away.
No, keep that out.
It takes a few minutes. You know, it's extremely timid at first, the skittish. You know, but you calm it down enough where you can corral it back. But your cart's fucked.
Right.
It's like the wheels, one wheel's good, one wheel's broken. It's pretty much broken in like 3 pieces, and just the gear that was on it is like 25 minutes of you guys picking up, not including cleaning up the cart. You know, it's all over the place. But you do get the donkey back.
What time of day is it right now?
It's pre-lunch. You know, it's still late morning. I mean, you guys have been traveling for
It's
like 2.5 hours.
first nap.
Yes, Otto.
Can I cast mending on my vestments?
Yeah.
All right. So obviously mechanically it happens like that, but for flavor, I would like to imagine that I take them off, and then I take my tinkering tools out, and I have an auto crank. Think of it. It looks a lot like old-fashioned like beater that you got in the kitchen, and I put an attachment on it. It's my own personal Dremel, and I put a little auto stitcher on it, not trademarked, and then I just crank out the. You didn't like that flash? So I'm gonna crank that out and fix it, but it's still bloody as fuck.
It's bloody, and there's stitches in it now. Like, it's mended. It's not
Yeah.
perfectly done like it was when it was new.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a new one of these.
It's battle worn.
All right. I'm gonna. I don't really want to put it back on, but I'm gonna for now. And might I suggest, let's gather everything up from the cart that we can get and try to get it as close to me as possible. And I'm gonna string it all up, and you guys will help me do like a little lift, so I get it off the ground, and then everyone jumps back, and then I'm gonna put most of this stuff inside, and then I can bring it back out as needed.
Just imagine Otto disappearing and everything falling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you
Look, if I'm
take it into your
anything I
pocket,
can carry.
yeah, anything, yeah, okay. Your father, who's tinkering away, it looks like a wristwatch that he's doing when you come back in with all the gear. Kind of like rolls his head over to you and side eyes you. Please do not clutter my place. This is all I have. All right.
Don't worry. It's just I'm just gonna store this in my room. I'm gonna set up a couple areas. I want to keep it compartmentalized.
Hey.
I'm gonna keep it. Eventually, I'll get a storeroom.
Come here, Otto. What happened?
Yeah.
And he starts
Oh.
like pushing your like examining your vest. Pulls out a handkerchief, starts wiping like the blood off like the side of your cheek.
No, I know what you're thinking. I just never got real good at the stitching. Like it was never one of my strong suits.
We can't have that. Here, hold on. And he goes over and pulls out this slide like closet, and it pivots on two dowels, and there's like a dozen vests in there, and he pulls out, you know what, a teal vest with leather black backing, and he's like, I think this one would be good for now. Take that off. I'll keep it, and maybe I can show you how to fine tune this.
It smells like pennies.
Well,
I mean, copper. Fuck. Look, thanks, Pops. I gotta say, you know, and I'm gonna pull out the family gun. I'm gonna say, look, this really did come in useful, but I can already tell, like, we may need some modifications on it. And I don't mean that as an insult. I just think the snub nose makes it difficult in situations where I'm at even medium range, and the heft is just really front heavy. But anyways, I wanna bring Fig and Killian in on this. I wanna talk to them about some potential future designs, and I don't want you to be insulted by that. I still need your help with powering it.
yeah. I understand. You know, they'll do that, like, not cold shoulder, but like the soft turn, walk over to the bench, grab some paper, and it's like, well, outside the box, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the future. I think it's always been the future, you know? And I don't mean to diminish the past, but also it's only a matter of time before we get this lab set up. We get things right, and then we can bring them in. We can show them. You can meet them.
In time. That sounds interesting. However, I hope they, like, put his hand on your shoulder, take better care of you. I don't like quite seeing my my son coming in here all bloodied up.
Look, I didn't like it either, but they usually get the worst of it, you know? I just I got a little sloppy. I should have used my oh fuck strategy, and I didn't. I thought, like, hey, I was so eager to just, you know, so I just started blasting.
Hey, it's always it's not a bad option. Live and learn, son. Live and learn.
Well, look, Dad, thanks for the vest, but and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but this isn't gonna match with the rest of my suit, and this shirt is filthy too. Like, can I just trouble you for something clean and sharp looking to go with the vest, of course?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's got like 8 of these. There's like one 4x8 section in the wall that he can pull out, and there are finely made gnomish clothes. It's his
All right,
closet.
so hats and shoes too, right? Hats and shoes.
Shoes. I've never been a big shoe guy. I have a couple hats.
Put my old dirty shoes back on, but okay, I'm gonna take a hat. Thanks a lot, Pops.
That was your aunt's job, you know. She was the shoemaker, and you know, that's your mom's sister. Her and I never saw eye to eye, so I just kind of kept up the shoes that I have.
You know what? That actually all makes sense now. Like, I saw it before, I just didn't know what the friction was about. Fuck. All right. Well, as smart as it would be for me to take a full rest inside. No, that's what's smart. No, that's what I'm doing. All right, Dad. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna go read a little bit and then hit the sack. Have a good night.
Yeah. All right. Out
Noon,
of,
right?
out of
Yeah,
this-
yeah, but I'm exhausted, and
Um, how long do we wait before we realize he's not coming out?
I would say
I
probably
mean, someone's
like
gonna
I-
Fig. You know to pick up the watch, right? Like you
yeah.
just
Well, you have to
Yeah,
watch.
but
I would
still
say
think we're waiting
probably
for you.
like in the few times Otto's like brought things into the watch, it's been like a 10 to 15 minute, thing. And as you guys are like cleaning up, picking up your stuff, you get done with that. 30 minutes goes by, and you start to think, hey, if we're gonna make this a day trip, time's
Gotta
wasted.
get going.
No,
Yeah.
ready. He will come out.
I mean, you can walk with him, right, Fig? You can pop out at any time.
I can carry a watch.
yeah. Even if it's in your pocket, I don't like rip your clothes. I appear at the nearest space mechanically. So
Totally rip his pocket because Fig's gonna just have one cloak that has like 8, repairs to it because I don't always rip his pocket. Sorry, my bad.
My second cloak, actually.
Yeah.
But my other one got ruined. Yeah, we should continue.
As
Otto
long
will
as-
join us whenever he's ready.
As long as no one needs a rest, we probably should keep going. I mean,
I think so.
Regardless of rest, we do not want to, after that experience, we do not want to be out here after dark.
So true.
All right.
we
Yeah.
should probably ride on the donkey.
Please. Please just put me there.
I'll help her up onto it.
All right. So as you guys press forward, Celeste and Killian still leading the way. All right. This
Yeah.
time, give me a perception check, please.
$14.
14?
Ooh, I got a 19.
19. Okay, so Celeste, once again, leading the way with Killian. Killian, you're still maintaining, although you don't have to do as much maintenance to the trail now that the cart is not there. There are still some logs that you are moving. It is getting thicker, but luckily you're not clearing the path for the cart. Celeste,
We should have done this all along.
you guys make your way like another hour. The terrain that's been kind of like slanted, not real hilly, or anything. It kind of straightens out, and you start to see a bunch of like younger evergreens, pine trees, like even in this canopy. And as you come to, you can see somewhat of a structure off to the left side of the trail, probably a couple hundred feet ahead. And as you perceive everything, it looks like a wall of pine trees, just circular in nature, just shoot out. And you guys press forward another 50, 100 feet, and you can see a gate. And these pine trees kind of line the pathway to this gate, and the doors are open, and you notice a couple figures. And as you like approach the gate, they're not walking towards you. You notice them like cross inside the walls of this, and they just, man, you know, you're looking at that, and you're looking back at Nyx on the horse, who's like, you know, or on the donkey, who's just slouched over. Her clothes are you know, damp with blood. Her eyes are darkened, and you just get that feeling, like just. But there's no guards. So you guys can approach the gate, and
As as we get up to there, I want to cast Vigilant Blessing on Celeste, which just gives her advantage on any initiative rolls.
Ooh.
okay. How long's
If I
that
can,
last?
I'd like
last?
to.
It just says on the next initiative roll they
Okay.
make.
Perfect.
Can I take a minute to cast something?
I'm setting the scene for you. I'm not forcing
I'm
you
asking
in.
the party.
It's
like,
up
if you,
to you
can
guys.
we wait?
I
Yeah,
don't.
Can we wait a
I'm-
minute?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
you
think
go
we should
ahead.
all just walk in anyway.
No,
I'm gonna. Otto's in in the watch, so I'm gonna touch Nyx as well. Take a minute, and I will take. Hold on, I just put it down in my chat for my thing. Put it in my notes. I'm gonna take out a piece of quartz and have Nyx hold it for a minute as I cast Gift of Alacrity, which will also add a D8 to your initiative rolls
Oh,
for the next 8 hours.
Cast mine on Celeste, so
Oh, well, that's good. Then we'll
yeah.
have double it. Sorry. I still wanted to do it to Nyx. I just thought you did it to Nyx.
No, you're good. I just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah, no, good.
So I
I
debrief.
want if Nyx needs to get the fuck out, I want her to be able to.
I agree.
So what was that again?
It's a D8 on your initiative roll
Got it.
for 8 hours.
So hey Killian.
Yeah.
The I want to call them people, but the humanoid figures in this this place or this facility or wherever we're looking at here, they don't seem to walk normal. A lot.
I mean, stick with me here, but we just saw some dead fucking bears attack us. I'm kind of gonna go out on a limb and assume probably everyone in this village is dead.
Yeah, a little aimless, a little reactionary,
A little Roddy.
a little
Need more
undead-y.
information before we make assumptions.
I was gonna say, does
I
someone want to
mean,
scout? I don't think
I'm reading the way
I-
that
I mean,
I
I'm happy to scout, but
I think
You
that
know.
is
Clank,
Cyrus's
clank, clank, clank,
expertise.
clank, clank.
right.
I can scout ahead.
just be careful. Try not to get into anything without us.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'll do my best. And
Um,
I'll go on ahead of the group. Yeah.
I'm gonna go too, but I'm just gonna cast invisibility.
I was gonna say, don't go yet. I can help.
Okay.
Cyrus, do you need to be invisible?
I mean, it would probably help. I can do it myself though if need be.
That hurts. I didn't really do it the last time or the last few times I've been doing that, but damn, an eyelash really hurts for this. And I'll cast invisibility on Cyrus.
And
Nice.
before Celeste rolls off, I'll touch her. Just be safe and cast guidance.
I feel super inspired by everyone here.
All right. I need stealth checks
Yeah.
from
Gideon,
Celeste and
may I ask
Cyrus.
you a question?
Yeah. What's up?
What does sugar taste like?
Sugar?
Yeah.
Yes, Eric never let me have any. Said it was not good.
It's sweet. We can have you try some. You can have it. It's good for you.
Good for you.
Alright, stealth checks?
26.
Alright. Was that at disadvantage? Well, it'd be a straight roll.
No. Straight roll, right?
You have exhaustion, so invisibility gives you advantage, which would give you a straight roll.
Well, is stealth a...
It's a skill check.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I rolled at advantage, so not with advantage, so 15.
Okay.
So are you giving us advantage with invisibility?
If you're invisible by rules, you have advantage on cell checks.
Okay.
You don't have any exhaustion anymore, right?
Right, I don't have any.
Yeah. So you can roll with advantage.
Okay, it's a 14 for
14.
me.
Okay, so 14 and 15. There's a couple moments as you enter where you saw those two individuals, but there's more like a handful, 5 or 6, that are walking around here. So even in your invisible states, coming through the entryway of the gate, yes.
So I guess exhaustion, it's disadvantage on ability check, not skill check. For first level.
Ability checks are skill checks, aren't they? No.
I thought ability checks were like...
No.
Oh, maybe they...
I didn't think they're the same thing. They're skills.
Yeah, ability, skills, and then you have saving throws. Those are your like 2 main categories. So,
Okay. For some reason, I thought they were different.
No.
Because I use the only difference is that sometimes you're proficient.
Gotcha.
Which is why you have them.
Okay.
Don't worry, you're good. You're level 5, guys.
No, I just wanted
I
to
know you
make
want
sure.
the fucking high numbers, but it takes you a second as you walk through the gate. Just it's not a huge city gate. It's not like the gates of Aquanor that are 40 feet wide that let have 3 or 4 cart paths to go in and out. These are smaller. And you make it through fine, and you make it into this open, like, little bit of a courtyard, and you can see this village has no more than 10 or 12 buildings. From this kind of slopes down, and you can see in the center of these, as the village is built out from this center part, not this courtyard, there's a 100 feet walk path, and then it opens up, and you can see a little well that's probably a water well, but from your point, once you get inside these walls, there's this little faint glow of a purple energy coming from that well. Hold on, let me look at your passive perceptions on here, because Cyrus is 16.
I'm a 15.
Celeste is a 15.
Passive perception 16. Yeah. Investigation's higher.
So as you move through this, there's, like I said, only a handful of villagers. You don't get the sense, as like you get close to them, being invisible, they're dead. But they certainly look close to it. And they're not moving like zombies. They're moving like tired, exhausted. They look like, almost like slaves probably at this point. Just beaten down. Especially for you, Celeste. You've seen, people that are workers, get driven into the ground. Cyrus, as you guys make your way up, you do notice on the first house, like right underneath the door handle, uh, a little carving, like almost like it catches your eye because you see it and you think arcane, like a glyph or something. And as you move close to it, it's just a very little carved symbol of the Moonweaver that
Oh.
is scratched into, like, right underneath this metal, iron latch that the door is. And there's no lock or anything on this door. Celeste, on the other side, you're moving around too. You notice one of those on the building that you're next to. All right, and you guys move down another. You move your way down towards that center portion. Cyrus, you notice that all of the doors that you walk past have this. And then you notice, maybe it was just like filled in over, time, wind, whatever. But like something picks up where you're gonna look at the like landing pad at one of these doors, and one of the symbols, the symbol that you see for the Moonweaver, is like a crescent moon with a couple stars and this very flowing energy, right? It's a rudimentary design, what you're seeing etched, but it resembles that of the Moonweaver. You notice a symbol where the moon, instead of being vertical, is horizontal, with the points of the crescent pointing down or towards you, because this is on the ground. And instead of a flowing energy, you see these sharp, jagged, marks that resemble the flowing energy, yet it almost looks like you spun someone around, blindfolded them, and you told them to draw like a star or something, like very, not flowing. Celeste, it takes you a minute, but like once you spot Cyrus across the way, like inspecting this, without words, you guys can work in tandem, and you start to see these symbols as you get closer down, towards the center. All right, so is there anything that you want before we get there?
I mean, I'll kind of like just trace my finger over the symbols of the Moonweaver. Do is it like, do I feel any arcane energy coming from it, or?
Uh, I'll give you two choices. You can feel for arcane energy, or so you can roll an Arcana check, or you can roll like an insight if you want to like read this further.
Let's go. Let's try insight. Why not? Okay. Nope. That's gonna be a 5.
5?
Well, it's at disadvantage, so actually it's a 2.
2. I mean, you don't gain much.
Yeah.
It's weird that all of the houses have these symbols like in a specific spot. It's almost, like a ward or something, but there's nothing
Yeah.
to it.
I mean, that's kind of like what I was figuring, was this was something to either ward off something or possibly like keep something kind of on the inside or whatnot. But
I mean, by the designs of these, you think it's like garlic to a vampire, or putting
What?
salt at your door, to stop certain myths or whatever.
I'll just kind of like shake my head a little, and yeah, I'll move on.
Celeste, continue.
Yeah, I'll continue moving along as I see him move too.
Yeah. You notice, like, as you get to the center of this village, um, there are more villagers, probably a dozen, wandering. Almost, it looks aimlessly, but they all seem to be having a purpose, whether it's carrying like a bag of grain or a bucket of water, moving in between houses, almost um, like a car manufacturer or something, where it's systematic, like everybody has something different, and they're walking. You observe for a couple minutes, and they go between certain buildings, like specific people, and they're doing this. It's definitely doesn't seem like they're on their own volition. I think might be the word, their own, you know.
All right. What do you think?
Both being invisible, I kind of give him a little invisible bump with the shoulder. Well, it seems kind of interesting, as if they're being manipulated, puppeteers.
Yeah. Not quite right.
Sideshow town, like it's almost as if they're pretending to be townspeople. Or did you see the well back there by chance?
It's actually up ahead of you.
Oh, yeah, you see the glow in that thing?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like the epicenter of what's going on.
Should we get closer?
I mean, it feels a bit risky. I mean, I know we really have, a peak advantage, but I think we should at least try.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
Side note, real quick: avoid their paths.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Head on a swivel. Let's go.
All right. You guys approach the center, avoiding paths. Taking your time. Takes a couple minutes. How long does invisibility last?
An hour.
An hour? Okay. You feel like you're getting, closer to that halfway point of the spell. But as you approach the well, both of you, with your perceptions and your investigations, see these symbols etched into the stones of the well. The top stones. Not in a language that either of you are familiar with.
That's fun.
Interesting. Didn't we a long time ago get a scroll of like language or whatever it is? Maybe not. Maybe those are different.
I'm gonna guess that is if
And I
you
think
did get it, it's probably in with Otto right now as one
Yeah.
of the valuables that was knocked off of the cart.
Actually, are we like out in the open, or are we kind of hidden away right
You're
now?
in the open. So
Yeah, we're in the center.
well, you're like this is like there's probably like 4 buildings around you, within 40 feet of this well, which is a 10-foot diameter. And you got people walking back and forth, and there's a couple of houses behind you, but there's like nothing to hide from out here.
I'll kind of bump Celeste, and I can read the language, but it's going to break the invisibility. You think it's worth it? And then we just haul ass out of here?
No, I don't. I think it's best if we just try to remember what the written looks like, and then try to describe that for our friends, because we're out in the open. I don't want to
Yeah.
risk anything.
Yeah, can I like try to memorize these symbols so that I can write them down once we break invisibility?
Sure. The first symbol that you see is twisted and jagged, almost painful to look at. It represents just pain.
Oh.
The second one is a little bit more flowing, and there is a component on top of the engraving that gives it this dark, almost like a weathered stone. Almost looks like shadows. The third one is a spiral that winds inward. And the fourth one is like a series of almost like waves, just squiggles. 4 of
Okay.
them.
I'll like look at them for probably, a minute or two and jot them to memory. All right, I think I got them. Should we head back?
We should. I think we're running out of time.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
as they start to head back, the 4 of you that are on the outside of the gates, after about 10 minutes, you hear footsteps coming from behind you. You hide yourselves, and you can see 2 figures in that purple and black cloak that represents the Umbra Dream. Almost like their hands are in each other's sleeves. And let's see here. We have Otto and Nix. 1 second here.
Technically, I'm still in my mind.
No, you're not there. That's right.
Yeah, it's just me, Nix, and Fig.
Very good, very good. Okay, now let me just get to one section here. I thought I was there. Okay. As they walk past you, I'm going to say you guys can see them soon enough where you can back out of the way so you're not noticed by them. Nix, you hear in your just like a chill. You'll never find her. As like one of the shadows, like one of these figures shift in your direction. You know they don't see you. You're, hidden behind brush, but you just feel that. And then they pause for a second. And then they continue in, and as they continue in, you guys can come out from your hidden points, and you look in, and like as they're just walking straight in, and you see a couple of these villagers that were at like the gates, like stop, and they walk through, and as they pass, the villager continues on their path. Like the villager was ordered to stop or halt or whatever, you know. I think at this point, Cyrus and Celeste, you get back from this, and you know it takes you a second when you get to the point where you left the group, and then you see him like coming out of the brush, and you notice these two figures as you're, you know, doing your maneuvers out. And the aura is like real from them. Like you know, you keep your distance so you're not noticed, knowing that your blessings are close to an end. And they just walk straight through like they fucking own this place.
Mm.
But unless you have anything to do, you can meet back up with the group.
No, just kind of memorize how they looked and head back to the group, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So my question is, do you want to info dump what you found now, or do you want to save it to start off next session? Because I think this is a really good spot for you guys to figure out what you want to do, and you know, a good pausing point for the end of the night.
My vote is we info dump
Yeah.
next session, but I do want to like open it up with, you know, I mean, I'm not even there, but like, you know, I imagine people get back, they explain as much detail to everyone there that they can, and then like, okay, now we start off.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fine.
So we'll do that. So we'll wrap up chapter 18 of the Veiled Chronicles, and stay tuned to our page. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. If I keep up this level rate that I'm at right now, I might pause until after the new year, just because I want to bring, you know, a good product for you guys. And right now,
Fair.
my planning time, we're almost caught up with all the notes that I've had made, you know, like fresh notes.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
In the stress turns up, especially when
and
you're already.
We're definitely gonna be off Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So so we're gonna have a break anyways. I think our next date would be the 10th, and I want to do it because I would like to hit this next phase.
Usher in the new year.
Yeah.
But
Hey.
there
I vote
is-
for a planning session.
yeah. So there's that. All right. So hey, you guys made your journey from Willowbrook to Silent Pines.
AKA Silent Hill, and and Andy's gonna work on grinding out his merchant level in IRL.
Yeah.
Wait, he's a
Oh.
merchant?
He's a merchant.
What's he sell? Or what's he make?
You know, he does these
Plastic.
cool minis and
It's a
D&D
non-alcoholic. They're awesome. You want to know what's great about this thing? Not only does it hold your beer, it rolls dice.
Holy shit.
It is
That's
a
awesome.
Does it
life,
keep your
a
ice
life
cold?
counter
stuff. Oh, life counters.
and a
You
beer
put your
holder.
weed in it.
That's
Dude.
freaking sick. Is that
Is
gonna
there a way
go
to
up on
get?
a? Is that on sale?
It's gonna be going up on the shop here probably Sunday.
Wait, where can you find that?
Oh,
Ooh, can you
wait,
get it for
wait, hold on,
Christmas?
check this. Check this out. You can unscrew the top
What?
right here, and you
Oh.
can put your dice in the
That's the whole
handle.
deal.
Oh, I
That's
thought he said you
freaking-
could put your weed in there.
I need 2 of those.
You
can
put whatever feels right in there.
Yeah, you could. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
if
definitely
you
the
can fit
size
it
of
in
a
there.
one hitter.
It's unclear.
It's unclear. Yeah. So I guess Shop A&D is gonna have those, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Check it out.
Check
It
that
also
out.
comes with a complimentary stink bug. If you can see it right there, look at him. He's just hanging out.
No
just hanging out.
stink bugs were
Yeah,
harmed
you
in the
should
filming
sell
of
one
this,
with every sale.
Restrictions still apply.
That's Harold from marketing.
Yes.
Every stink bug that I see now, I'm gonna call Harold.
Yeah, Harold
It's
from marketing
canon.
is here to tell you that we aren't doing any Black Friday sales, but do come
know.
here.
Actually, we are running a 20% off Black Friday sale right now. So
Holy
I stand
shit.
corrected, Harold.
Dang.
Come on, do your job and give me the notes
All
next
right,
time.
where's that
All right,
stink bug?
before
Get
the
Harold
stream,
back on
Harold.
tap.
Before the stream.
all right, so you should do what Flash says: like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you can tune in next time we are live.
Let's do
We
it.
got
Don't be
When
afraid.
Black Roses Bloom this Saturday,
On
and we'll be
Saturday.
back with Arcanus next Tuesday. So we love you. See you then.